Hello and welcome to another street photography video with me, Nick Turpin. This video is going to be about shooting street photography in art galleries and museums. Art galleries and museums provide a safe and quiet environment where you can practice your street photography techniques. You can practice your composition, choosing the right moments, constructing images, building relationships in the frame. It's a really great place to start out. It's always a good idea to check on the gallery or museum's website to see if photography is allowed. Most establishments have individual and different rules, so have a look on the website or give them a ring before setting out from home. Okay, here we are in the museum. Now it's a beautiful day, so there's lovely light in here. I mean, just look at that. You can take a beautiful picture in here, literally with no people in it. Now it's quite a popular spot in London for shooting street photography here. I see a lot of pictures out of the British Museum. One of the things I like about this staircase is that you can get people above and below. There's a girl doing her makeup. So as I often do, I quite often take a frame just to see what it looks like, make sure my exposure is good. So because the stonework in here is pale, there's a tendency for the camera to darken down. Quite like this little pool of girls here with a guy behind, if I can get a clean shot. We create a relationship that isn't really there. Look at that gorgeous light. So with the staircase you get people coming down, it fills the frame, people on a lower level, people on a higher level. That pool of girls is really nice though. That's like my first element that I find. They look quite static, so I can use them. If I can do it without looking like a pervert. Put them in the bottom left hand corner and see what else I can put with them. Those two boys are good. Those boys are great now, look. See the Japanese symbol, Japanese samurai up there on top left hand corner. He's quite nice. It's so busy in here though. It's difficult to get a nice clean shot. Somebody's going to move sooner or later. Here we go. That's nice. Look at those three elements. And a load of people walk past. It's very difficult. So you've got that lovely graphic light. The pool of girls on the floor, the two lads and the Japanese samurai. Hundreds of people. Here's another guy. Sometimes just let one fly, let a few frames fly if it's looking interesting. Look at those little relationships here now. Three of them. Here's a woman walking up, another little head. She's gone. Look, that's nice. F8 2/50th of a second. Now the girls are going to go, look, and my shot is over. Do you see how things come and go? There's all sorts of composition on frames. With that light you could do anything, couldn't you? So the boys are still there. Might be a shot just with them. That zigzag stairway is really nice with that light, isn't it? Like the boy's hand to his head. Look at this little boy in red, look at this little boy. Look back for a second there, don't know, might be nice. So the whole art gallery is bathed in this beautiful light from the roof above, which really makes it a joy to work in. So I've just used the plus 1/3 exposure compensation just to allow for the the pale stonework in here. Pale stonework makes the camera think it's brighter than it actually is. When you're shooting RAW, I've said this before, when you're shooting RAW it doesn't matter too much. So you can see a lot of lovely figures here. I mean, you could spend a whole day here just bouncing people off other people, you know, just building relationships in this environment. Some close to the camera, some far away. Isn't that great? I mean, you could just stay here all day doing this. You never know what's going to come past, do you? Now I'm filling the frame with brickwork, stonework here. I don't want to see off the sides. You see, as soon as you see off the sides, you lose that feeling of it being a picture. It just becomes a photograph. It's very important to exclude the stuff which isn't adding anything to the frame. And as soon as I look that way, your eye can slip off the left and go to that far wall and that far view, which is just messy and not interesting. This is a picture. Now the whole time that I'm watching this scene here, I'm also just keeping an eye on all the other things which are going on around me. Little group of school kids over there with orange bags. This bench is quite nice. And even something as simple as a bench, if you compose it nicely, get a bit of symmetry in, you can actually make quite a nice picture. Those three windows. You can make a nice picture of anything. So I try and look at it straight on, so that line where the floor meets the wall is straight in my frame. So as you know, I like to watch these spaces for some time, especially if the light is nice. It's nice, just minimal, isn't it? They're good. Put them in the top right hand corner. Those colours are nice, aren't they? Look at those two, orange and yellow. Now look at this couple that have just arrived here on their telephones. Sorry. I like them. Yeah, he was good. So it is chaotic out here. It's a very busy day in the museum. Difficult to impose order on all of this. You know, to actually make a composition, frame something, pull something of order out of this chaotic scene. So, and that takes time. So I like these three lads. I need something in the background. These girls taking the picture behind. So I try not to look at them too much with the camera. I don't want to know what I'm doing. So they're walking up and down behind, just seeing what unfolds, grabbing frames as it does, keeping those boys in the bottom left-hand corner. Maybe get a little closer, get everything a little bit bigger in the frame, improving on the shot as I take it. Look at them on their phones. I mean, it's modern youth, isn't it? Isn't that a picture of modern youth? Selfie being taken in the background. F8 here. I'm just going to stop down half a stop, make sure I've got enough depth of field for all of this. If you've got something in the foreground and something in the background, often focusing halfway between the two will give you the best depth of field. Focus on the steps about there. Going to open up a tiny bit. Now I've lost the face of one of the boys. The girls have moved off to the left now. There's another couple on the stairs. I think this could have gone now. This could be over. I think there's a nice frame in there somewhere. She's in the middle nicely. So I feel like I'm invisible here, really. Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. There's a little vain chap in the background there. Got his sunglasses on. Look, he loves himself. He loves himself. Okay, the girls have gone. Maybe he's my next subject. Maybe upright. No, I prefer their feet cut off. Very happy with that. Look. Man, I look great. Okay, I'm going to try some other galleries. We're going to the Egyptian gallery where it is a little bit darker. Nice. So this is just a good place for making compositions. Just learn to frame things in a pleasing way. Little gaps. I quite like these people squished in between those two podiums with the horse's head. When you stand up, it's not as nice. So making something out of nothing with the camera here, really. Always one, isn't there? Now that's nice, the guy lying down. His feet are striking, aren't they? Maybe a little closer. Little girl with rabbit ears now. Nice silhouette. God, what's this guy? What's this guy bringing along? So he's good up there, isn't he? He's really strong with the characters down below. Just fill that gap with passers-by. See how long this stays. Ah, he's good. Nice. Move into the gap for me. Yeah. There it is. Look at that, people. Look at that. Nice balance. Gorgeous. So we've partly come to the museum today for the environment, not so much the art itself. Just come for all these clean lines and, you know, a nice graphic, clean environment to work in. Play around with people and compositions. Practice our skills. Maybe I can put him with Edward Monk. And he's gone. He's off. He's had enough. He's heading out. He's in the street. Somebody else will be there snapping it at the same time as you, look. Stealing my picture. So I think you'll agree that museums and art galleries provide a terrific environment for taking pictures, especially for us street photographers practicing our skills. I was very lucky with the light on that day. I mean, the shadows and the light that I had, became part of the subject, became part of my compositions. So I was very lucky with that, and that always helps if you can get out on a day like that. When the sun comes out, just drop everything, grab your camera and go for it, really. The gallery provides a terrific place to just find great scenes to watch, and curate elements together. And if you can find a few static elements, like that little group of girls that I started photographing, or two little boys that were on that wall, that just gives you a few things to hook your picture onto and wait for other things to arrive. And when I'm doing those shots, and I'm always looking left and right to see what's coming. If someone's walking along with a fantastic hat, I immediately look back at my scene to see where I can slot them in, where I can add them to my collection of elements. I think, as always, I want to emphasize the two decisions that you make as a street photographer when you're taking a photograph. That frame, that rectangle you're throwing around, just really think about what you're including, what you're excluding. Try and fill the frame. Try not to put anything in there that's not helping or adding to it. And then, of course, the shutter button. The moment you choose is so important. Don't take those things for granted. Think about them. I think both those decisions are made well in a really great street photograph. I've said that before, and I'll say that pretty much in every video, I imagine. So think about those two things. Now I'm going to leave you with a slideshow of images that I have taken in art galleries over the last 20 to 25 years. Some of these are commissions, some of them are personal work. So I hope you'll find those a little bit inspiring. And in the meantime, just grab your camera and get out there.